Hi guys and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. My name is of course Cameron and welcome back today to another live stream. Everton have revealed their new home kit for the 2023-2024 season. The reveal took place around about half an hour ago at 8 o'clock this morning and we are going to take a look at it today. We're also going to take a look at the new goalkeeper kit as well. Usually at this time of year we get some new training gear as well, but I don't think we've actually had that released as of yet, so we can't talk about that unfortunately. But when that is released, I'm sure we'll be able to sit down and have a conversation about that. But my, have Hummel absolutely knocked this out of the park once again. People have been very critical of Hummel since they obviously partnered with Everton, and for me, I think out of the 4 years that they've been here, I think the first season was fabulous. I think the home kit was absolutely fantastic. The away kit and the third kit were good in the terms of their colours, but their design was obviously the exact same as the home kit. But you know, it was their first season, a little bit of a safe season. You know, obviously it was a change for Everton. So I think the first season they did well. Second season, I think, was average. Again, the home kit I wasn't a massive fan of. I thought it was okay. Second away kit, again, really nice design. Obviously the Black Watch away kit, which for me was one of the best kits, if not the best kit that Hummel have made for Everton so far. Third kit, again, a little bit different. Not the best for me, but I understood the want to sort of make something a little bit out there and a bit different. Last season's kits I thought were good. Thought the home kit was smart, thought the away kit was nice in terms of its colour scheme, and I thought the third kit was good with the new sort of crest on it. And again, I think Hummel have absolutely smashed it out of the park with this home kit. So for me, I have no problem with Hummel. I think the designs are good. Some manufacturing issues, yes, but you probably get that with every manufacturer. But this one for me is top of the range. This one takes the mantle for the best kit that Hummel have produced whilst working with Everton so far. So without further ado, why am I sitting here rambling? Let's have a little look at it. So there you go. There is James Tarkowski modelling Everton's new 2023-2024 home kit. Now I must say as well, before we get into this, we're going to be going through all of the images, the closer images of players wearing the kit, the goalkeeper kit, etc. Whilst we're doing this, I can't actually see the live comments because of the way I've got things set up at the moment. In order to be able to show you guys the kit, I can't see the live comments. So if anybody's commenting anything, I'm not ignoring you. I will get to it, but I unfortunately can't see it at the moment. So there you go. As you can see, the white collar, which is the staple of this kit, the sort of the most notable item on it, the thing that your eyes are attracted to straight away. Without the white collar, again, it would be a pretty basic Everton kit, similar to the one in the 18-19 season. I think it was our final season, our penultimate season with, or was it our final season? No, I think it was our penultimate season with Umbro in terms of the collar design. Obviously, the design of Goodison Park there and the the stanza at Goodison Park, very similar to the, as I said, the design on that Umbro kit under Marco Silva. So without the collar, it would have been very similar to that. Obviously, the collar makes a whole load of difference. Personally, I'm a big fan of collars on football kits. I feel like it's a very Marmite subject. I feel like you are either a big fan of it or you aren't a fan at all. I personally am. I think as I said, the stadium design, the sort of the design of Goodison Park on the collar as well makes it stand out, so it isn't just a plain white collar. Very silky looking kit. Doesn't seem to be much design on the actual kit itself in terms of the blue area. We've seen in previous seasons there's been sort of little intricate designs in the actual kit itself. It doesn't seem to be the case this season. That might become more clear when we get our hands on the kit or when we see some closer images. But again, very smart, sort of simplistic as well. Not an awful lot going on. Obviously, the collar is the big thing that your eyes get attracted to, but other than that, not an awful lot going on. I'm a big fan of the white the white accents around the sleeves. I think it makes it stand out. I think it makes it unique. And as I said, there's an argument to be had of would this kit have looked better without the Goodison Park design on the collar and on the sleeves, because it would have been a little bit more simplistic, and it maybe would have been a little bit more sort of 80s style, if you like. But I guess that's the whole point of putting it on there, is that the base of the kit and the sort of foundation of the kit is quite old school, but it's got some new school elements to it. So yeah, as I said, really, really nice, sharp looking kit. Let's take a little bit of a deeper look into the actual kit itself, which was released on Everton's website 15 minutes prior to the official reveal, which is always nice. Everton do that every single season, and I don't want to make this an anti-Everton show, because most of the shows that we've done over the last 6 months have been anti-Everton shows, but what's the point in having a kit reveal at 8 o'clock if you're going to put it on the website at 7:45 for everybody to see anyway? It's absolutely pointless. But anyway, as I said, this is the image that we all, I think, seen first, because this was the one that was on the on the website. Again, almost doesn't look like a picture of the kit, this, and by that what I mean is it looks like a graphic of the kit, but maybe that's just the way it's being taken, maybe that's just the way that the picture's being taken, maybe it is a graphic, I don't know. As you can see in a bit more depth there, the Hummel detail on the inside of the collar, you can see the chevrons on the sleeve as well, which seem to be stitched in, similar to some of the training kits that we've had in the last couple of years, which I think is really, really smart. As we've just mentioned, the accents on the collar here, on the sleeves here, and then on the collar, I think are really smart. Let's have a little look at the shorts. One massively notable thing about these shorts is that it is a blue Everton badge on them this year, as opposed to the usual sort of blue outline but white badge, which is something that I'd never personally noticed as a blue, but a lot of blues had noticed, because a lot of blues were mentioning it when I was asking about, opinions on the kit. A lot of you guys on Twitter were sort of saying blue badge on the shorts, and I'd never really noticed that it wasn't a blue badge on the shorts. But when you actually go back and look at the shorts for last season's kit and some of the previous season's kits, it just looks much, much better like this. It looks much better with the blue badge. It looks much better, for the continuity of the kit, the continuity of the football club. As you can see there, as I've just mentioned, the chevrons down the sides of these shorts, very similar to that of previous training kits that we've had on the Hummel, in the sense of that they're stitched in. I think, well, by the looks of things, they're stitched in as opposed to just being a print. They may well just be a print. It might just be the look of this image, but it seems like they're stitched in. The socks, of course, again, very simplistic. They have got a tower on the back here. I really, really like the addition of the chevrons on the top. I just think it adds a little bit more detail, a little bit more colour, a little bit more personality to the kit. There's not an awful lot you can do with a pair of socks, but some of Everton's best kits over the years have been notable because their shorts and their socks have also been, of a really appealing stature, as opposed to just plain white with a blue Everton badge, or plain white socks with a little bit of blue on them. I actually quite like that, and I think these socks will go really well and complement really well with the shirt. Let's have a little look at the alternative then, the blue version. Obviously the top remains the same. The blue shorts are very similar to the white ones. Look good. These will definitely be on my shopping list for a purchase. As I said, the blue badge as always in there with the chevrons down the side, and the blue socks very similar to the white ones, but obviously just the reverse colour. Let's take a little bit of a look at the new Goalkeeper kit for the 2023-2024 season. A little bit more detail in this one, as you can see. I'm not quite sure what that design pattern is on the front of the shirt. It looks like 3 windows or 3 sort of full size mirrors, with some form of trident in between both of them. I honestly don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the significance of it is. I don't know what it presents. I don't know whether it's just a funky design that Hummel sort of put to Everton, and Everton said, yeah, do you know what, throw that on the Goalkeeper kit. I'm not too sure. I'm sure it has some form of meaning of, it signifies the musical notes that Z cars also signify. I don't know. The reality is I don't know, and whether we get an explanation on that, we'll wait and see. But again, very typical home goalkeeper kit, isn't it? I can't remember the last time Everton had a home goalkeeper kit that wasn't this shade of green. Very similar to last season's in terms of its colour. The only thing that has seemed to have changed is the pattern on the front. And listen, I'll be honest, this won't be one that I'll be buying because I'm not a huge fan of the pattern on the front of the shirt. But I don't buy goalkeeper kits anyway. Even in years gone, I think the last goalkeeper kit I bought was the black one with the gold on because it was absolutely phenomenal. But other than that, again, I'm not really one to buy kits, but I'm not really one to buy goalkeeper kits. So yeah, again, different. Certainly, and a little bit confusing as to what the pattern is and why it's there. But other than that, a standard home goalkeeper kit. Have a little look at the kit in a little bit more detail, as you can see. The back of it as well has obviously got the tower. The home kit has got that tower on the back as well, I must say. Again, shorts, as you would expect, green with the chevrons down the side, and then socks, of course, similar to that of the home kit with the chevrons running along the top. As I've just mentioned, obviously the tower on the back of the home kit there as well, which is interesting. Again, that is the symbol or the badge that was obviously used on last season's third kit. Will we see that being used again as a main crest on this season's away kit or this season's third kit? We will have to wait and see. But it certainly seems like it has been introduced more and more because obviously it is now being shown on the home kit as well, albeit not on the front of the kit, but certainly on the home kit. Few more modelling pictures there. As you can see, Dominic Calvert-Lewin rocking the new shirt. Looks absolutely fantastic in it. We just mentioned James Tarkowski, Jordan Pickford rocking the new goalkeeper kit. Actually looks much better on than it does sort of on the website. Again, I still have not got a clue what that design is on the front of it, but Jordan looks happy, and as long as Jordan's happy, then I'm happy. And then there's a couple more pictures, of course. Let's have a little bit of a look at the closer details. You can really tell by these images that there isn't a design on the front of the kit in terms of an ingrained design in there, which I have no problem with, by the way. I have no problem with. I think sometimes when you try to sort of, add too much to a football kit, it can sort of confuse it and it can make it a little bit, a little bit sort of just baffling and discombobulated and all of that, and therefore it doesn't have a good impression. I quite like the simplistic, just plain blue shirt. Obviously, you can see in more detail here the chevrons on the shoulders, which do seem to be sort of sewn into the design as well, which is good. The collar, again, which stands out an awful lot with the blue button there, to obviously secure it, and the design on the collar and the design on the sleeves, as I've mentioned, similar to that one in the 18-19 season, I believe it was, but one that I really, 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 really am a fan of. There is the collar in more detail. Again, as I said before, I feel like collars are Marmite. You either love them or you hate them. Personally, I love them. I know there'll be some people out there that don't feel the same. And then obviously a closer look at the badge on the shorts and the bottom of the kit there. Again, confirming that there isn't any in-depth design in the shirt itself. Closer look at the goalkeeper one. Again, whilst we get a closer look at that design, I still have no idea what it is or what the relevance of it is. If you know, by all means, then please do leave me a comment, and I'll figure it out. But yeah, again, simple sort of goalkeeping kit, really, one that you would expect. Again, a few more modelling images. Dwight McNeil looks absolutely boss in it, as does Alex Iwobi. James Garner just looks suave as fuck, doesn't he? He just looks suave. And then obviously Nathan Patterson there as well. And yeah, I think that is about it for the new kit. As I said, usually we'd have some training images to show as well, but we haven't quite got them just yet. Whether we'll get them over the next couple of days or so, or what, I'm not too sure. We might have to wait a little bit longer for them. But again, for me, a very smart, very sophisticated, very suave sort of design there. A couple of people mentioning that the design on the goalkeeper kit may be to do with St. Luke's Church, which obviously is next to Goodison Park. Possibly, and again, I'm sure if it is, then we will hear that in the coming days, or certainly maybe even today by the club. By the way, do you like the new setup? Joe has absolutely smashed it out the park with the new setup. So go and give a lot of love to Joe. I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing. I think it's brilliant. I think it lights up. I think it brings a different vibe. I think it's great. I love it. So big thanks to Joe for that. But yeah, again, as I said, for me, one that I really, really like. I try not to get too excited about kits anymore, because I think with age and the older you get, the less appealing kits become, or certainly the less exciting kits become, and especially after what we've witnessed over the last 2 years, if this kit is one that gets Everton relegated, then I'm sure that we won't be looking back on it going, oh, what a smart kit that was. But let's think positive, and let's hope that that isn't the case. Let's hope that this is the kit that, transforms Everton, and let's hope we have a much better season in it. It certainly deserves to be that one, because for me, I think it's really, really smart. I think it's really suave. I think it looks great. And, it's definitely one that will be on my list. So, there you go. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. That would mean a massive amount to me. And yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments on everything we've discussed. The new kit, you like it? The goalkeeper kit, you like that? Will you be buying either of them? Let us know. Who would you like to see in the new kit? Let us know. Big thanks for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll see you later.